Everyone remembers the presidential election of 2000. George W. Bush ran against Al Gore. In the end, George Bush won by 537 votes. Of the millions of Americans over the age of 18, less than 1,000 votes separated the winner and the loser in this presidential election. This illustrates the importance of each and every vote and shows why everyone should vote. There are three main reasons why everyone should vote. The first reason is that everyone is affected by voting results. The second reason is that everyone has a duty to vote. The third reason is that everyone has a responsibility to vote responsibly. The first reason why everyone should vote is that everyone is affected by voting results. During major campaign years, everyone's focused on the major issues. Who's going to become the next president, maybe the next senator. These are the main things that are advertised. That's what we pay attention to. We often forget about the smaller issues. Maybe it's a local mayor, maybe it's a new tax law, maybe they're increasing funding for a school. These are all things that are on a local ballot that will affect our daily lives. An excellent example of this is in the local township of the village of Marlborough. They had a voting in April of 2013. There are 100 voters that showed up and cast a ballot in this election. There are 1,093 registered voters. This is a turnout of 8.51% of the voting population for this election. Now, a local trustee may not sound like much, but the trustee has the power to help set the budget and has the power to decide how tax dollars are spent. These are some ways how everybody is affected by voting results. Thus, everyone is affected by voting results. My next point that I'm going to talk about is everyone has a duty to vote. Jason Brennan is a professor of psychology and politics at Georgetown University. In his book, Ethics of Voting, he states that everyone has a duty to vote. We have a duty to vote to better our situation and the situation of our family. We also have a duty to vote to better the situation of everyone in our nation. Morgan Fletcher is an editor of numerous political magazines. She's also considered an expert on voting and elections, and she says that there are several basic things that all Americans want. She says that all Americans want to be safe for themselves and their family. They also want to ensure success for the future generations. In addition, they all want to enjoy a good quality of life. Now, in order for everyone to enjoy these basic things, we all need to vote the correct way, and we want to vote for what's best for everyone. This is our duty to vote what's best for everyone. So everyone has a duty to vote. Next, I'm going to talk about responsibility. Everyone has a responsibility to vote responsibly. Now, when I was a young voter, I didn't always understand what the main issues were, and oftentimes I was swayed by the opinions of the people around me. Now, Jocelyn Evans, she's the current head of psychology and politics at Salford University, wrote a book, Voters and Voting, and in this book she talks about how oftentimes people are basing their opinions while they're voting not off of politics or economics or anything like that. They're actually basing it on the opinions of the people around them, their family, their friends, their coworkers. So we have a responsibility to avoid this bias and actually do our research and understand what each of the issues means in order to vote correctly and to fulfill this responsibility. So again, everyone has a responsibility to vote responsibly. Now, today I talked about three reasons why everyone should vote. The first reason is that everyone is affected by voting results. The second reason is that everyone has a duty to vote. The third reason is that everyone has a responsibility to vote responsibly. So the next time there's an election, I challenge you, whether it be a small local election or the next presidential election, not only to go out and vote, but to actually do your research and be informed and know what each of the issues means and to make the best decision possible. And I've got 3 note cards.